Good morning and welcome to WITam, your daily newscast of world, national, and local news. We also have entertainment, sports, campus events, your daily weather outlook. I'm Tyler Euchner. Now get ready to pay for more meat. Tyson Food is planning another round of price hikes to offset higher inflation. The nation's top-selling meat company says during its fourth official quarter, chicken prices rose 19%, beef jumped 33%, and pork shot up to 38%. The chief financial officer says they've been slowing to raise their prices, but are now making up for the delay and hope to recover cost increases next year. The U.S. is calling a Russian anti-satellite missile test reckless for putting the International Space Station crew at risk. All 7 members on board had to retreat from capsules for safety when the test blew up one of the Russians' own satellites. That created a debris field of more than 1,500 objects, which will remain in the orbit for years. The crew even had to put on spacesuits and prepare to evacuate in case the station was hit. Now, a federal judge has sentenced a 46-year-old Des Moines man to life in prison for human trafficking. Marlon Thomas admitted to holding 6 women and a 14-year-old girl against their will, physically and verbally abusing them and forcing them to have sex with strangers. 3 died. Thomas was sentenced Monday in federal court. The lead investigator in the case, Des Moines Police Sergeant Brady Carney, says at least 10 more women declined to take part, and he says the true number of those hurt by Thomas could be much higher. He preyed on victims with substance abuse problems. The family members of a murder victim have traveled hundreds of miles to attend the Iowa trial for the man accused of killing him. Investigators say Michael Williams was beaten, then strangled to death. Then his body was left burning in a ditch in southeast Iowa. Stephen Vogel is on trial in Keokuk, Iowa County, facing charges of first-degree murder and abuse of a corpse. Williams' relatives say his death was a hate crime, but it's not being processed that way. Investigators say jealousy was the motivation. Closing arguments are to be given this morning. Now, when we come back, we'll give you a look at your WIT TV weather and entertainment news. Stay with us.
The day we've all been dreaming of is approaching, when life gets back to normal. But we're not there yet. So please, everybody, do your part. Get vaccinated against COVID-19 as soon as possible, because that's the best way to protect you. Protect them. Protect everybody. It's the best way to get Iowa back to normal. Find a COVID vaccine location near you at vaccinateiowa.gov.
Myth. I can party with people as long as they don't have symptoms. That myth is false. As we've seen, up to 40% of people who have COVID-19 are asymptomatic and can pass it on to others. So I'd recommend avoiding any social parties, especially indoor ones. If you want to try to socialize but reduce your risk, I'd recommend meeting outside in small groups, continuing to wear a mask, and socially distancing from others if you can. Then together, we can keep COVID-19 out of school.
For ways to keep your community safe, go to backtoschooltogether.com.
Welcome back. In entertainment news, a tentative three-year union contract is now ratified in close-watched vote in Hollywood. The International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees finished voting on a proposal deal with TV and film producers. The union, typically referred to by its acronym IATCE, almost went on strike last month. Members were upset with working conditions and pay. A last-minute deal was reached between union leaders and producers, which increased pay and provides longer breaks between shifts. The rank and file members have been voting since last week. The 60,000 or so workers, including cinematographers, designers, grips, and other behind-the-scenes employees across the nation. Now, archaeologists in Egypt have uncovered what is believed to be a lost sun temple. The remains were found buried beneath another temple south of Cairo that was first discovered in 1898. Due due to it being built with mud bricks. It was assumed that another building previously existed at the site. Beer jars and seals engraved with the names of kings were found on the site, which archaeologists believe date back to the mid-25th century BC. Built for pharaohs while they were still alive to grant them god status. It's only the third sun temple ever found. Now, taking a look at today's weather. Today is going to be mostly sunny with a high of 70 and a gust of 30 miles per hour. Tonight will be mostly cloudy with a low of around 35, with gusts winding down with a low of 25 miles per hour. And finally, looking at tomorrow will be a high of 42, breezy winds with a 25 to 15 to 20 mile per hour. Excuse me. Now today on campus, a turkey scavenger hunt will be taking place at the Burr Oaks and Prairie Place. The USD reps will be on campus today from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. in the library. And finally, mock interviews will be taking place from 1:30 to 4:30 p.m. in either room A422, Zoom, or even over the phone. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to check up on the latest WIT TV programming at our website and our YouTube page. Enjoy your day.